I just need 2 minutes of your time, sir. Nope. Oh, got his attention. Are you getting mad because I'm not petting you? Okay, we good? Okay. Year after year, we watch celebrities get interviewed on talk shows. They talk about their new movie, their new relationship, but they're not talking about the one thing I know all of you care about, their rescue dogs. So we're changing that right now. Welcome to My Owner's a Celebrity. Today we have 90 Day Fiance star, Paa Mayfield. She's a mother, wrestler, and a pit bull lover.
Hi.
Thank you for joining My Owner as a Celebrity.
Thank you for inviting me.
Did you have animals growing up?
In my family only I had cats. They were like, my mom was a cat person.
My mom is too, and I was allergic, and we had like 13 or 12, yes, 12 or 13, I know it sounds crazy, only black cats in my house growing up, and I was allergic, but she kept the cat.
I do like them. I grew up with them and I love them, but I don't know, I don't know. I just love all of them. If I can have one of each. Oh, yes.
What's your favorite animal aside from dogs?
Parrots. I love goats, the little goats too. I love them.
They're so destructive.
Oh my gosh, it's just like, and I want to have a ferret too. I don't know. I just want to have one of each. And I want to love them, but I need my husband help because he needs to help me clean the poop. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, but I know he will help me.
At least you have a plan. You know what you need first. That's really important.
Yes.
You had a pit bull named Phoebe, correct?
Yes.
It's probably really hard, but Phoebe's passed away, correct?
Yes.
Well, thank you for letting us honor her, talking about her through this. And if anyone understands, I do. So I really appreciate getting to tell her story. Where did you rescue her from, or where did she come from?
I rescued Phoebe in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City? Was she from a rescue?
It was a shelter. Yes, it was a shelter.
That day, what drew you to go to the shelter?
So I recently moved to Oklahoma City. I was coming from Colombia. And my husband, he have a very intense work. Sometimes he was working 2 weeks at night. So I was very lonely, and I've never have a pet on my own. My family always have pets, but not like something that I was going to take care of it. And my husband used to have dogs. And so I wanted to surprise him. I'm saying but I think it was more for me, to make me company. And so that day I just woke up and I said, I know he wants a dog because he misses his dog that passed recently. And I was like, okay, I'm new. I don't know where to look, but I want to rescue one. I said, I want to rescue a dog. I don't want to buy one. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I just want to, I don't know. And so I was like, I Googled and I was like, I need to find a shelter to have good reviews. And I went to that shelter. So they let you in, and then there's so many dogs. And I just saw some puppies. And I just, I didn't know it was a pit bull. I didn't know the breed. I don't know much about breeds or anything like that. And so I just went there, and all these puppies came to me, and it's still of course, licking me. But then they all left except for Phoebe.
Oh,
She just stood there with me the whole time. All the other puppies just abandoned me. And I was like, okay. So I just started petting her, and she was so sweet. I felt like she just wanted me to take her with me. And that moment I just felt she is the one.
oh.
I told the guys, please don't let anybody take her. I want her. Plus, and the funny thing, I am very big fan of Friends, this TV show. So Phoebe is one of my favorite characters ever. So I was like, and her name is Phoebe. This was meant to be. I just got goosebumps because it was just I can't believe it. I cannot wait for my husband to see her. And I was telling my husband, I have a surprise for you. I have a surprise for you. I was able to bring her home. And then my husband already knew because I was talking to him about wanted to have a dog. But I was saying that it was for him. But in reality, I think Phoebe was for me the whole time.
So her name was already Phoebe before you didn't name her
Yes.
Phoebe.
No, I did
Okay,
not.
it is one of those things where you know that it's meant to be. It's one of those silly
Yes.
things.
I didn't want to change her name. I was like,
Of course you did.
no, just this is her name. This is perfect.
I love that so much. The happiness that
Yeah.
comes from you telling her story makes it that much better. What's your dog's personality like, though?
So there is something that I used to tell my siblings. It's like, hey, do you know what? I actually rescued a dog, and supposedly it's a pit bull, but it's no pit bull. So I think this have this fame of being very strong and like, so you go in here to protect you. So I was sleeping with my dog, and she's sleeping too, and then we hear a noise, and she just opened her eyes and look at me, and then she's actually going hide. And I'm like, are you kidding? I'm like, that's kidding me, baby. And I see her like she's more afraid. And I'm like, why are you so scared? Now you make me more scared. And I'm like, no, this can't believe it. And I just told my husband, like, I cannot believe you're actually like very nervous, and it's making me even more nervous. So I just remember that was like, it was funny. It was supposed to make me feel like safe, but no, it made it even worse. So we were both very scared.
The opposite of what everyone thinks a pit bull's gonna act like.
Oh my God, yes. And I'm like, you're you kidding me? And she just making me even more nervous. But it's something that I look back and I laugh about it. I just love that story.
I love it a lot too.
He was hilarious. She was a scared puppy, but I think like that was something, I feel like something happened to her. I feel like there was something that she was afraid. I feel like she was hurt so much. Like when someone was knocking the door, like she was just running away. Instead of like a dog just go and look and bark at the beginning, she was just running away. She used to sleep with me in the bed when my husband was away. And then she became so big that she couldn't fit on my bed anymore. But she was nervous. She was so nervous. And I never got to understand why. Like they never told me anything about her, like her past or what happened to her. But I always felt that something really bad they did to her, that she was so afraid of so many things.
It's really sad and it's heartbreaking, and that's honestly why it comes down to even more so rescuing dogs and why it's so important. And there are so many reasons why I love that you did that, and I appreciate it so much, seeing the things that I've had to see, and I am thankful for that. So when you got Phoebe, because I know you have a son as well.
My baby actually, when he was born, Phoebe was there, and I have videos of her. Like I have a home birth, and Phoebe was so worried about me when I was like, I was in the moment of giving birth, and like she was coming in and out. And when I have my baby, she was just close to him. And my baby doesn't remember her. My son was 6 months old when she passed, so that's why he doesn't remember her. But she was the sweetest with my son. Oh my gosh, I wish my son got to remember her.
Pit bulls were nanny dogs. That's what they were bred for. But way back in the day, they were bred to. Have you read the history of them?
No.
Way back, I forget what year, but they were literally bred. They were called the nanny dog. They looked very different than they do now, but people had them because they could leave them with their kids. And there's the accounts of them grabbing kids and pulling them away from the water. Like they're very protective when it comes to children, and they call them the nanny dogs. Mine, not so much, but that's what they were bred for back in the day. But I'm glad that Phoebe at least got to be there for your son and you.
It was amazing. Yeah, I think like people really misunderstood her. Feel like people were afraid of her when I was walking her, and I'm like, what? She's like, all the dogs were barking at her, and she was just like looking at them like, what are you barking? She was like so relaxed.
How long did you have her?
For 6 years, I think. We still have the box with like her pot and like her ashes, and like we recently moved to a house and we have everything in a storage. And I was just unpacking and I just got to see that box. And it just brought me back memories. I remember when she passed, like my husband and I were just alone in Oklahoma. We just cry like oof, like I don't know, you get to love them so much that it's unbelievable. Like you can get angry at them, but it's just like it's unbelievable how much those, like, they love you, because they love you so much that I think like is an unconditional love. Like it's just having like a baby for the rest of your life, but like that love of a baby forever. And Phoebe was that. I'm afraid to actually being able to have a new dog because I'm afraid to just going through the process of losing it. That's like one of my biggest fears because it did change me.
It's gonna change you. Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
If you get one again, it is gonna hurt again. But the thing is that time that animal spent with you, all that happiness that you're gonna hurt afterwards. But think about all that happiness that they get to have with you, that they couldn't have had with somebody else. So I would rather know that I hurt and that animal had that really happy life than that animal never get to know that. I'll take that hurt on knowing that they have all that happiness. And that's why I have had the dogs that I've had and I've lost them. But I know that I made their life great. And I'll take that hurt.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I don't expect everyone to carry that burden. I don't. But that's how I feel and look at it. What made you decide that you wanted to rescue a dog and not buy one?
When I was living in Oklahoma, I started like investigating a little bit more about animals, and I've always been very animals are like my passion. And one day when I own a farm, I have so much love for all kind of animals in this planet, even the ugly ones, the bugs and dogs. Even I just have respect for them, but like. But I read these things and I follow these pages about rescue and all those things, and I feel it was the right thing to do. There's so many beautiful animals out there that now that I want to have another one, I definitely want to rescue one. And I hope I can find a similar Phoebe because they're amazing. I think we're ready. My husband and I were ready. We're living in a big house with a big patio. So there is a space to have a dog, you know? So we're definitely looking forward to have another fur baby.
You know this is what we do, right? We have hundreds of dogs. We like to joke that it's a matchmaking service. We have adopters fill out applications and you tell us what you want in a dog and we will literally, you need to either make a trip to New Orleans or I'm going to bring a dog to you.
Oh, yeah. No, I would love to. That's why I'm like, this is perfect. So it's not just meant to be. That's all I think.
Well, hopefully when you are really, really ready, I will get to play matchmaker with y'all and help you find one that's perfect for you, your son, and your husband, because this will be your son's first real dog as well. How exciting would that be?
Yes, and I want my son to grow up with the dog. Like, yes, I know my son is a sweet little boy and very kind, very loving. I saw him the first time with a dog, and oh my gosh, he was so happy and so kind and like so very gently that I'm like, okay. Yeah, because you gotta be careful with kids and dogs. You cannot allow them to do everything. And I noticed my son was very gentle, so I'm like, this is good. This is good.
He got your genetics at that, your genes at that. He's gentle.
Yeah, and he's gonna learn from his father too. Like Ross loved dogs too, and I know he's ready too. He's ready.
I love
He's a
that.
dog person.
Good. Can you hear mine snoring right now? He's here.
Next to you. Oh, gosh.
He's snoring very loudly, but these earbuds are helping a little bit, so you probably can't hear him.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so you have a really big fan that wants to meet you, if you don't mind for a second.
Of course. Yeah.
Hang on, we're gonna put her on for a second.
Okay, someone is joining.
Oh, there's your fan. My mom.
Hi.
My daughter. So let me just take a minute for a second here. I just got done going down to our facility, working with the dogs. I'm sweaty, I'm dirty, and I come home and I notice my boat missing. Okay, I'm like, where's my boat? Because I have a canal out in front of my house. So I thought my daughter showed up to take it. I said, did you steal my boat? And she goes, no, I'm getting ready to do our new show here. I said, oh, with who? Oh, someone who's following 90 Day Fiance. And I said, wait. And I had a meltdown.
She screamed.
I was screaming like the entire swamp heard me. I'm the 90 Day Fiance fanatic.
Nice to meet you.
I absolutely adore you. Yeah. So I'm the one fangirling today. Not just like the show, but I love what you've done like after. You know, like I know like you're all in the personal training and then all the wrestling stuff. Like you really like took advantage of the show and like did something with it, you know?
Oh, so you know what I'm doing. That's awesome. I love it.
I learned a lot from having my own show, you know, and I mean, as you know, especially you with the franchise you're from, like being on these type of shows can like destroy you if you don't get a handle on it. and do something good with it. So to see you flourish from it is like really, and that's kind of how I feel about us. We were able to take that and steer like in a direction that, we got control of. So that's part of, like I said, your story, which is like your story continued after the show and you did such, some pretty cool things with it.
And I'm not done yet. There's still projects coming up. Yes, things coming up. We're working very hard towards that.
Okay, well, I just had to come on here and make a fool of myself.
You did not.
I'm allowed to fangirl, I mean, I get it. So it's like my turn to dish it out, That was my turn to scream and cry and act stupid over somebody.
Oh, thank you so much. I love it. You're so sweet.
Thank you so much again for joining us and getting to share Phoebe's story.
Oh, no, thank you so much for inviting me. It really means a lot to me.
All right, Paola, thanks meeting you.
Bye. Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Bye. How do I get out of here now?
Don't ask me.
You want to get in here? Now I can't get out.
I'll steal your boat tomorrow, Mom. Don't you worry.
Well, you got to fight it first. All you know is lead. Red lead.
Bye, lady.
Goodbye.